Okay, I'm giving this to you exactly as T.I. gave it to me. I'm gonna write the things down that he wrote down. I'm gonna tell you the things that he told you. I'm not cutting it with none of my cut. I'm gonna give you what I got later. So, first thing first, he wrote down real big at the top of the paper, entertainment. And right under entertainment, he wrote down music and artists. So this is what we're dealing with. When you're in entertainment and you're an artist, you gotta have two things. He said you gotta have a lawyer and you gotta have management. He says you need a lawyer for your contracts. He said pay your lawyer 5% or whatever he gets you on the contracts. Simple. With the management take care of your day-to-day operations. You don't have to go out and get the biggest manager when you just not starting off. With management, he was saying you could find somebody you know, somebody that you know is good with business, because basically they handling the day-to-day operations. You know, booking you this, making sure you get your interviews on the radio and all of those types of things. So your management, you could start off, especially when you're starting off, with somebody you know. Who gonna drive this person here and there, who gonna drop this off and make sure the press releases is over, doing all that. Management and lawyers are two key pieces. Before you really get moving, you're gonna wanna put these two people in place. The other person he was talking about was your vice president. Again, that could be somebody you know, you're paying them 10 to 15% or whatever you're making. If you're getting people on percentages, it's saving you money in the beginning. Spending a lot of money in the beginning to choke out your whole business. So you give them 10, 15%, let people eat, man. So what the vice president is doing is he making sure everything operating correctly. You gotta remember, when we was doing this, I was saying I was putting out an artist. So the management is to make sure the artist is doing what they supposed to be doing. Make sure the artist is making it to the places they need to be making it to. Make sure all the places is booked and they done contacted the people. Make sure the press releases went out. Calling the radio station and booking that on the artist's head. Because you know, you get an artist, a lot of times they'll get, you know, unfocused. Your vice president is just overseeing our operations. The same thing that you would normally have to do yourself. You got somebody else overseeing the operation. Give them 10, 15%. The lawyer is making sure any contracts that come down is okay, and you paying him 5% or whatever the contract was. So that's pretty much your setup. We're gonna go off into the good stuff in a minute, but I wanted to make sure you guys had this, because this is pretty much your foundation, your crew, your little power team right here in the beginning. Okay, this was video one. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. This is about your power team, your foundation, before you really get to making any moves. Your next video should be coming tomorrow. What you got time to do now is go do some research on some of this. Check about where you can get an entertainment lawyer at. Check about where you can get management from. If you don't have a friend that you can trust, or if you want to find a different kind of manager, they got websites out there. You got managerpro.com, etc., etc. So go check into that. Vice president, checking the, you know, business structures or whatever. Go look up what a vice president does. Look up these percentages and see how you feel about these percentages. Just go do some homework, do some research. Be looking for that next video, because we about to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, and we're gonna start getting to the money in a minute. So I see you, Ashe Khan, I'm out of here. Yay.